Hi, I'm Jacqueline Nelson.
And I'm Mike Babad.
Auto loans have revved up in recent years, and in Canada, even our central bank is taking note. So Mike, on both sides of the border, auto loans are causing trouble. In the U.S., theoretically on the road to economic recovery, the Department of Justice recently raised concerns about financial fraud when it comes to auto loans. It's also worried about the securities that are backing these loans. Now in Canada, Moody's has raised concerns that Canada could be on the road to an auto loan bubble. So what does our central bank have to say about this?
Well, the Bank of Canada is worried about auto loans on two fronts. First, when it's talking about securitization, it says defaults may be low, but what it calls the underlying quality of loans has deteriorated in some cases. And recently, it pointed specifically at auto loan pools, warning that terms have become longer and credit scores are deteriorating. Then there's the whole issue of overall debts in Canada, which, as we know, are at swollen levels, and this has been an issue for years. The rise in consumer credit is actually kind of flat. Credit card balances have declined, but auto loans, pardon the pun, are still motoring ahead, and you can see that in the rise in car sales. Those auto loans account for about 15% of all consumer credit in the country, and the Bank of Canada thinks that's worth monitoring. Remember, just this week, when he was talking about the hit to income that will come from the oil slump, Stephen Polo said that that key debt-to-income ratio is going to rise. That means the risks are even greater now.
And so on top of that, we have changing consumer trends. So in the U.S., where theoretically young people have been driving less, they're walking more, they're taking public transit, but a study by TransUnion is showing that young millennials are actually the fastest growing consumer group taking out auto loans. And while their delinquency levels are not anything to be worried about right now, there is the point that more subprime Americans are gaining access to credit. So as the Department of Justice would say, let's not wait until this becomes a problem to take a closer look.
Right. So the bottom line becomes, got to keep an eye on this thing, lest the tires blow out.